What characteristics distinguish a high-quality man? It's a crucial question if you want to be one. What's more crucial is the answer to that question. You'll know exactly what traits you need to develop to become a high-quality man or high-value man. By the end of this video, every trait has an impact on personality or, more or less indirectly, allows an individual to acquire important life assets like status, resources, mates, or friends. The traits are high level and can be broken down further into subsets to keep the list concise. 1. He has a high level of emotional intelligence. Many important personality traits that make people successful in life and in relationships are included in emotional intelligence. Self-awareness plus self-control. Some people misunderstand emotional intelligence. They think it's some kind of woo-woo approach to life, like doing yoga on a mat, crying, or being vulnerable. However, this is not the case. Men who meander through life are distinguished from those who know where they're going by their self-awareness and self-management. When you have self-awareness, you don't spend your entire life wondering, what is my passion? Because self-aware men are aware of their interests. They work hard to get there with self-management. Personal drive, the ability to identify what they want to achieve with their drive, and the mental faculties to draft a plan, learn along the way, adjust, and stay the course are the most important characteristics of a high-quality man. Knowing what you want distinguishes high-quality men from the masses who do what others tell them to. And, without equivocation, self-management is what separates the slackers from the world's high achievers. Low-quality men who don't go anywhere seek the immediate high of booze and drugs, with no regard for the future or for themselves. Instead, high achievers work their way to the top by putting pleasure aside and focusing on what needs to be done. Relationship management plus social awareness. Some people believe it's all about long conversations and hand-holding. When the situation calls for it, that's exactly what it'll be. But it's also a lot more than that. When it comes to social situations, social awareness is the same as self-awareness. It enables high-quality men to comprehend the social dynamics in their environment. Who's in charge, who's self-assured, who's chasing whom, who's submissive, and who doesn't matter. Social awareness also aids men in correctly tailoring their behavior to the environment and situation, laying the groundwork for charm, charisma, and other social skills. Relationship management makes use of social awareness to create a network of positive, value-adding connections. All of these qualities can be improved by putting your mind to it. In some ways, you can think of this entire website as a large platform for improving your emotional intelligence. 2. He is on a mission. When a man knows what he wants and enjoys, developing a purpose requires only a small amount of effort. In the words of Simon Sinek, having a purpose means having a why. And when a man understands his why, he can go about his life with confidence and purpose. He exudes the charismatic leadership qualities of those who seem to know what they're doing, even when the road ahead is dark and difficult. It's especially appealing to those who have no idea where they're going, which is, of course, the vast majority of people. What separates the men who spend their evenings watching football and drinking beer from those who work and plot to advance in life is a sense of purpose. 3. He is self-sufficient. Men who are driven with a goal look at themselves as if they are machines. And they believe that the better they take care of the machine, the further it will take them. They also understand how things work and that the being or appearing dichotomy is nonsense. Because everyone judges a book by its cover, you must also take care of that cover. As a result, high-quality men are always eat well, exercise regularly, continue to learn, and invest in themselves. Men of high quality are similar to fine wines. You met them today, and they're really nice. If you stick with them, they'll be fantastic tomorrow. They're great if you stick with them until the day after tomorrow. 4. He is self-contained. It's self-esteem, not confidence, that's the issue. Self-esteem is not the same as confidence. Confidence fluctuates based on your performance and abilities in a particular field. However, self-esteem persists. Self-esteem encompasses losses and weakness, whereas confidence is built on strengths and results. 5. He creates his own self-confidence. What is the significance of this? Because you will always be reliant on external forces to maintain your ego and self-esteem if you rely on them to maintain your ego and self-esteem. And, of course, all potential flaws stem from a sense of dependency. Granted, few, if any, people can achieve complete independence from results, the external environment, and other people's viewpoints. High-quality men, on the other hand, have far more control over their own self-esteem than most other men. This is what I refer to as the anti-fragile ego. In the face of adversity, men with an anti-fragile ego have more confidence, internal strength, and emotional resilience. Because a man with an anti-fragile does not base his self-esteem on the approval of others, he is more confident in his own judgment, even when they are disliked. Because they don't need your approval, these high-quality men aren't afraid to stand up for what they believe in. They appear to have more inner conviction than anyone else, and people with inner conviction are idolized. Especially in uncertain times. In the midst of the hurricane, they are our rock. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell turned on so you don't miss any future videos. Also, take a look at our next video. I'll see you in the next one.